Facebook for my Facebook friends to give me a topic. And this topic that I'm finna talk about is for Joe. I like what you put. So this is what we're gonna talk about. He wants me to address, basically life, changes, how you deal with it, how your priorities change once you get older. Let me say this, life teaches you, the older you get, you learn, roll with the punches. Roll with the punches, and then as well as rolling with the punches, you also know how to correct and, strategize how you may throw your punches. That's what life teaches you, because coming from a child, everything, no one really tells you. You never get to really see what adulthood is until you in it, until it is hitting you in the face. And once you out of high school, even college a little bit, college will teach you about life. If you're working and all that, you just now starting to get into balancing school, career, and all of that. It's still not as extreme as when you hit your late 20s, when everything settles in and you're worried about credit, and you're worried about your family, or you're worried about yourself and getting to know yourself, because you don't really get to know yourself until you're older. The person you thought you knew was the person that was you around friends in high school, the person that was you in college. Once you get to yourself, once you're older, once you get to yourself and the things that really matter, you change. And a lot of people don't know how to handle that change. A lot of people are afraid of that change, and it's okay. But that's you becoming who you are. That's you becoming the fighter who you're designed to be at nature. You have more worries when you're an adult. That's change. Change is waking up. Only thing you got to worry about is putting on clothes for school, and if your best friend come to school that day. Being an adult and change happens is when you wake up and you got to take your time to get out of bed because your bones is tired and you really just want to lay down for 10 more minutes, and you can't lay down for 10 more minutes because then you're going to be late. Then you got to get up and worry about yourself, and then if you got kids, you got to worry about getting them ready. That's changes in life, but you adapt to it because you're a fighter at heart. Once you really decipher what kind of life you want, it's easy getting to it if you have the right ambition. If you have the right ambition and the right people around you. Growing up is being taught that having a lot of friends means you're popular. But when you're an adult, having less friends makes you more popular in a sense, if you get it, because you have the right people, the right circle. And it's not about the look. It's not about me having 50 some people with me when I pull up somewhere. It's about me having maybe 5 genuine, real people that I can count on regardless. And that teaches you change because it gives you real people to rely on, because a lot of us only rely on ourselves because we're taught to rely on ourselves. You're not taught to ask nobody for nothing. You're taught to go get it. And that's the change that comes a part of life when you have better people in your circle that grants you the possibilities of help, healthy friendships, healthy boundaries. That's a part of life. And once you get to a point and you're fulfilled in yourself, you'll be able to point out red flags. You'll be able to point out things that just aren't right with the people that are around you, or the people that you have to deal with on a daily basis. And this is life. This is the beauty of life. Yes, it's a loneliness in a sense, because once you start realizing that a lot of people ain't worth it, and you start having to be by yourself because you realize this as an adult, that's when you get to know yourself better. That's when you learn who you are outside of a lover, outside of a friend, outside of a parent. You get to learn you. And some people are fortunate that they have helpmates on their journey with them, from high school sweethearts, or just that friend that's been down with them since day one. A lot of people aren't that lucky though. So if you are that lucky, reach out. That's a part of life. Changes in life change you into who you are. What you can withstand, what you can't withstand, what you're willing to take, and what you're willing to give. So Joe, I hope this video helps you. I really do. I love the topic that you gave me. Thank you for the topic. And as well, blossom. That's all I can say. Blossom. Life teaches you to blossom. Life teaches you to be that rose that grew out the cement. And some people who ain't never, had to go through anything or haven't experienced a little bit of, they have their own difficulties in life, but don't hold it against them. All life is learning that all walks of life isn't the same, but as well as learning to teach people when you come across people that hasn't really had it as hard as you had it, or had it easier than you had it, or just ain't experienced life. And you got to be that person to reach out and show love, show understanding, show accepting. You got to be accepting to people, and that's how you grow. That's how you blossom, and that's how you handle life and changes, because they may have been through things that you may be going through or may be about to go through, and they have the key that's going to help you, or that one little footnote that they may have of experience that's going to help you get along, or you may have that to help them get along. But that's when you start deciphering your circle. That's when you start valuing quality over quantity. That's what life teaches you. It's quality over quantity. So join me next week again, you guys, for another episode. And you have a lovely, safe weekend. It's supposed to snow. People, don't go out here driving crazy in the snow. Please be safe.